Opoti and Drames, Part 2. So this is the first BLON IEM I've reviewed since my collab. So Daddy BLON, I have to be nice to them. Sort of? Not really. I don't have to say anything I want. In fact, I'm going to say some things about the... And this is specifically a Wugaza BLON. Oh, shit. Is this a collab? Bad Guy Good Audio Reviews. This is a... Oh, I literally just... This... I haven't looked it up. I was going to do the price guess thing. And that's written very small on there. So this is a BGGAR IEM. Okay, well, I'm glad I made my mind up. It's too soft. It's just... I picked the softest of butterfly. It's... Everything I put it on, it feels like it's over dampened or over filtered. And it's like, I'm not upset by it. It's just, I'm going to assume this is a... So here's the thing. I think it's built really, like, nice. Like, that is heavy metal it's made out of. We've got dragons printed on it in opposing gold print on, like, teal. It's all metal. It's super fucking nice. I'm going to swap tips while we do this because I was using my, these are the render tips. I'm going to go to silicone now and just see what they look like or sound like. But, look at the package you get. Like, you get 3.5 millimeter, fine. It's basically a 4-wire. If this was pink, it'd be the one from my collab. Up to the split. Beautiful copper look to it. I literally picked it off the wall because it was the only wire IEM on the pile that had just a nice wire, like a nice looking wire. And I'm like, oh, Wugaza BLON. But then I'm looking at the box and I'm like, okay. I looked at the box, but obviously not close enough to see anything. Belief, Let Music Burn, Opoti Part 2, Never Give Up. Yeah, that's the old school logo. Hold on, I'll get this thing up. I don't know if there's anything else in here to look at. We've got two sets of tips, or two types of tips, I should say. Pretty standard BLON stuff. This is a 10 mil. I could tell you it's a 10 millimeter dynamic because the back of the box says 10 millimeter dynamic. And I was like looking at it, like it's gonna be BLON. It's gonna just be a dynamic. They're not gonna do anything crazy with it. It looks like you have a choice of mic or no mic, and either blue or gold. So this is blue. They're really fucking pretty. Comes with the hemp bag that looks like, you know, hippies keep their change in it. So let's put the other tip on. I'm going to silicone now. Very small nozzles, I gotta say. They're very BLON. Like, that's the problem I have a little bit with the JoJo's, is the goddamn nozzle's a schmoll. Ugh. All right, put this over my ears again. Let's see if it changes significantly with silicone. Because usually, what you get is with a foam, especially a foam like the render tips, whatever the sound is, it's just more intense. So if it's a boring sound, it's the most intense that boring sound will be. Maybe a little bit better treble response. Hold on. We're swapping around. Okay, that's a little bit better. It's a little bit more lively in the upper half. Okay. I feel like what the tip swap has increased the detail retrieval a little bit. Enough to make it like not a completely flat, boring, muddy IEM. But there's definitely something in the mid-range low end that just lacks energy. It's just a lacking in energy, and that could be a good thing. If you're not looking to like blow your brains out with fucking an IEM should exist. Let's see if this is. I'm gonna say $65. Z300. $40. I can't say no to a $40 IEM. I just can't. Damn those gold ones, though. I'd probably still take the blue ones, but fuck me, those gold ones. Or get a blue... For $40, you spend $80 and you get one of each and you swap the tips. Or swap the tops. Anything else it says that I need to know about? Hold on. 10 millimeter silicone diaphragm, blah, 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 4 core purity copper. You know what? It's fine. 40 bucks. This gets a full pass. Silicone tips bring the treble back up. They're not an intense sound. Like, the BLON is kind of known for the, like, BLO3s, which is just like, what the fuck is happening? And then you realize you spent $32 on some wild shit. This feels like it's an adult calmed down. I feel like maybe that's what Bad Guy was doing with these. Just calm them the fuck down. I did the opposite with the blondes, with the JoJo's. I was like, fucking, did you do cocaine yet? Try this. And then we made the JoJo's. If you put up the power and you use a silicone tip, it's just such an overcrowded, like, 40 bucks. Yeah, fine. I have no problem. I also picked the wallpaper that had a gold and blue because you have gold or blue. Well, that's kind of like piss yellow, lady. Get over yourself. Game of Thrones awaiting the king. Let me just... Now, I'm waiting for it to, like, hit, and I don't think it's going to hit. Bass response is good enough. I wouldn't want... More than this would be like, that's what it's going for. It's at the right amount of bass before it's like, this is too much bass, or you're trying to do like a Rinko. Rinko is way too much bass. Just to let everyone remind about that. But this is like, it's an adult tune, this. That's literally the best compliment I can give to an IEM. It sounds like someone who actually cares spent the time with it. Like the Clinical Red. I'm not a super duper fan of the Clinical Red. I thought it was great. I think everyone should own it for 50 bucks. But I ended up putting my render tips on it to make it more fun. And these feel like there's a BLON in here, and they've been tuned in a way to make them less fun. More just for a very specific straight-lined frequency response. But I wouldn't kick them out of bed. They don't have a very wide soundstage, but what they are working with between the ears... I'm listening to Demolition Man. Obligatory Car Chase is the name of the song. And it's very deep. It's like... And it's just moving left and right. Right between my ears. It's just this big, heavy sound. So yeah, no. I absolutely... For 40 bucks, why the hell not? They're still softer than I'd probably want an IEM most times, but at the same time, they're 40 bucks. You could buy like 3 different IEMs and just have these be the soft ones. They're too well built and nice looking. I wish the JoJo's look like this. I'm trying to clank them together. Yeah, no, yeah. So let's unplug it from there. One last little listen now that I got the silicone on it. Oh, God, no. You do not... Wow. You do not need the tube hybrid softness added. You actually... These would probably be really good if you have a harsh source gear. I don't know why you'd want to keep harsh source gear, but if you have stuff that's not soft, if you want to know what like a Class A or what a tube would do, this will bring harsh things down. But the problem is it brings soft things way too far down to the ground. So yeah, I think for 40 bucks, it's worth a shot. I would get a couple tips to try with it because I found a big difference between these and these. If I went shuffling through every tip I owned, maybe I'd find like the perfect match. But at the same time, I feel like the energy's not going to come back. So yeah, they're a little bit sleepy. They're the sleeper IEM of the season. Not this, just they're good, and you could probably sleep in them because they're really fucking comfortable. Anyway, wallpaper in the Horde. Not this desk mat though. I don't know if this exists. This was a gift. It is so thick. You could tell it's not one of those ones I bought on Amazon. It's just like it's like a piece of iron. So, well, links to that, Wallpaper Horde. Patreon, subscribe to support this channel. Check these out. They should still be available. They were just sitting on my shelf for God knows how long. This might be a forgotten collab. But I'm glad I'm getting it out of the way. And I gotta say, dragons are fucking cool. What was part one? What was the Opotian Dreams part one is my real fucking question. So yeah, no, I'm good. You're good? We're good? Thank you. Good night.